Here.
Mic check. Mic check. 1, 2.
That definitely is coming through the right one. Because what I have it set to.
I muted it.
Oh,
check, 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 check. Mic check. 1, 2.
Nice. All right. Beautiful. You can see what they're seeing. There we go. Here and hide a few things. Hide the game clock. Hide the period. No possession. We'll go mini. I added more to this already today.
What's that?
I added more to this.
Oh, nice.
Like, it's such a simple. Python is so easy to add things to. Whenever game pops in my head, I'm just like, oh man, I want to hide the game clock too when it's not game time. Well, just add a hide button.
Yeah, and you just programmed it in.
I did. Like,
That's
I don't know
amazing,
how much
man.
Python, but it's.
I don't know much about it, but
That's not it. That's. Oh, I closed it. Yeah, I closed it so I wouldn't
so many
accidentally
people
edit
talking
it.
about it. I just don't know myself. But
Man,
that's cool, man.
I blame Eric. Eric was like, you should use this one. It's in Python. He's like, if you program in harder languages, it'll be like a breeze for you. Yep,
awesome.
He got me addicted to it.
Very cool.
Okay. Let's see here. Almost look organized. Holy cow.
Good evening, Chargers fans. Doing a quick audio check. We are about 8 to 10 minutes away from kickoff. If you're watching the live stream and you can chat, let me know in the chat. How's the audio sound? Too loud, just right? I see Jennifer Dignan in there. I see Mike. Let me know how the audio sounds. Brent Davis, the Big Daddy, the Godfather, and Mike chiming in. Sound is good. That is good news. Excited to be here. Tommy Oliver Stadium, Panama City. The rain is holding off. There's decent chance of rain in the forecast, like 40, 50%, somewhere in there. But at the moment, it is holding off. And that's good news. Good news for the players, good news for the fans especially, and good news for the cheerleaders. What a lot of people don't know, and I only know because I'm a cheer dad, is, hey, when it's raining, the cheerleaders can't stunt. Can't do their full halftime routine, and that is a big bummer. And so let's hope and pray that rain holds off so that the cheerleaders can do their thing. I think the boys, they'll be happy. They'll be happy no matter what. Just playing football in the rain sometimes is actually kind of fun. Currently, temperatures are a balmy 57 degrees. Feels a little cooler than that, though. It's kind of humid, so it's always wet down here, But 57 degrees could definitely be worse. I know back home in Springfield, chilly one today, low of 19 is what I heard. So we certainly can't complain. Chargers getting ready to run through the banner one final time for this season, win or lose. This is it. Curtains for the season. So here we go, boys, talking it up. Of course, going to be missing a few key players tonight due to injury. Jonathan Porter, of course, tore that ACL in the regular season match versus Noah. We got Street, Caleb Street, heck of a ball player, really just gets in on special teams, one of our main wide receivers, main running backs, backup quarterback. He is out with a concussion. We got one of the Morris boys is out, hurt with a leg issue. And there we go. P.J. Robillard, number 58, leading the charge. The big senior. Jacob McKenzie carrying the flag. Just an awesome group of seniors this year, and I want to recognize the seniors both for the football squad and also for the cheer squad because, hey, it's the last game, man. Memories, that's what we're praying for. Obviously, hoping for a win for the Chargers. Always feels better when you come home after a win. And, of course, the third place game is not what you come here to play. You want to play in that championship game, but man, as soon as the whistle blows and that opening kickoff is in the air, you kind of forget about it all. You forget about what place you're playing for. You just want to win, and so we want to go out on a win. Here we go. We got the Tomball Warriors with some smoke bombs that they're waving around, which is kind of cool. So a little bit of the history on Tomball versus Lighthouse here in a minute. Very similar in terms of colors, blue and orange different shades, but basically the same. Really evenly matched. Basically, every time we've lined up against Tomball, it has been a close matchup, a slugfest, and expect nothing different for tonight. Just want to call out some of the seniors here as the captains take the field. And your captains tonight, number 18, Lucas Meyer, quarterback, senior. Number 66, Carson Williams, senior, working on the line, doing the dirty work, making things possible for the offense and defense. Number 12, the freight train, Jacob McKenzie, senior, heck of a ball player. And number 16, Grant Dignan, Diggy, also a senior. And, man, going to miss all 4 of these young men after this year. So just hoping they can go out with an awesome game and create some amazing memories and bring home a W. Other seniors I want to call out. Number 5, Ben Langford. Number 10, Joshua Hudkins. Number 11, Carter Marciniak. Of course, just talked about number 12, Jacob McKenzie. We got number 15, Caden Jordan. Number 16, just talked about him, but Diggy, senior. Number 17, Glendon Wilson. Heck of a game, heck of a career. Glendon Wilson, senior. He's got a story to tell, too, about being out in the ocean and needing some assistance by St. Pete, Peter Robillard, PJ's dad. So you can ask him about that when you see him next time. Number 18, Lucas Meyer, quarterback. Of course, we talked about him. He is a stud and having an awesome year. Coin toss is over, so now lining up, looks like the Chargers will receive. Chance of let's get fired up coming in from the stands for the fans. So quick rundown, talking about this matchup between Tomball and Lighthouse Christian. It's a heck of a matchup. This will be the 5th meeting between these two teams. So far, in the 4 previous meetings, Chargers have won 3, and Tomball has won 1. And Tomball's victory came this year, regular season, in Atoka, Oklahoma, and it was a doozy, as they all have been. We've met once in the postseason last year for the national championship. So a game just like today, only instead of playing for 3rd, we were playing for 1st. And every meeting has been decided by 3 points or less, or has been in overtime. 2 of our 3 regular season games have ended in overtime. So always close, always a slugfest, evenly matched. And Tomball, just a great organization, man. Just talking to the AD and the football coaches. Just awesome group of homeschoolers. Love playing them. Always a good game. So that's what we're expecting tonight. Should be a good one. Opening kick is coming your way. Levi Romero back to receive. Number 2, number 20, Ray Sexton. The ball is headed towards Ray. Actually looks like he's going to head out of bounds. Nope, fields it at about the 3. Ray's bringing it back up the sideline. Avoids the tacklers. Runs out of bounds at about the 20. So I think you can probably hear that a little bit through the microphones. Got some cowbells waving. Got some crazy Chargers fans. Love them all. Especially the crazy moms and the crazy grandmas out there. They always tend to get wild. Here we go. Handoff to McKenzie. Jumps around that right side. Gains about 2 or 3, looks like. Going to bring up 2nd down. So penalty, I was adjusting, looking at some of the monitors here. I did not see the call. My apologies, but nevertheless, penalty moves the ball all the way up to the 38-yard line. We'll take that. We'll take that improvement on field position. Here we go, Carter Marciniak, number 11, senior, lining up wide left. We got McKenzie in the backfield. Glendon Wilson going in motion, fakes the handoff, hit Wilson for the screen. I like that play a lot. Wilson finds that left edge. Now, I love that play. In fact, there's been a couple of defenses, and I'm not a football coach, I'm a basketball coach, but there's been a couple of defenses where I've looked at it and thought, man, if we had little screen passes right here, we could have some room to run, and that's what we would have had there. Unfortunately, that is coming back. That's a hold on the Chargers. So I'm going to back them up 10. Instead of getting the first down or getting close to the first down, I'm going to back them up 10. Love that play, though. Glendon Wilson, number 17, win in motion. Meyer dropped back to pass, looked at Marciniak, but really you can tell the play was designed for Glendon Wilson. Threw the ball. Ball was on the money. Glendon Wilson found that left edge and really had a nice run. Had a nice run after the catch, but there was a hold somewhere there in the middle. So here we go. So pass was intended for Marciniak. Looks like he caught it. He must have caught it out of bounds. I didn't actually see what was wrong with that. But he did catch the ball. I saw that. Must have caught it with a knee out of bounds or something. I can see one of the Chargers coaches looking at it saying, hey, what's up? That looked like good to me. Here we go. 2nd now and 20. Just so far, a run play, a couple pass plays to start the offense off here. Glendon Wilson lined up wide right. Meyer back to pass. Good protection. Ooh. Liked the look he had. This number 7, Carson Knight. Good looking ball. Falls incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd and 20. So our backs, a little bit different. You know, of course, number 21, Jonathan Porter, super speedster in the backfield. He's out with an ACL. Got Cody Street, I mentioned earlier. He is injured with concussion. And so we got Wilson filling in at wideout. Like that pass to McKenzie. Oh, Jacob makes the first guy miss. Beautiful. Upends the other guy. Nice piece of running there by McKenzie. Not a big gain on the play. Overall defended pretty well by the Tomball Warriors, but I like the idea. So we had Glendon Wilson potentially available over the middle, but I don't mind that decision to throw into McKenzie. So we give him the ball, see if he can do a little something with it. So forced a punt. Punts back to the 40. Trying to bounce to the outside. Marciniak's got him wrapped up. Pulls him down at midfield. Does number 34 on the return. So not much doing on the first possession for the Chargers. Picked up a first down from a penalty from the Warriors. Now defense will go to work. Let's see how our defense matches up. Of course, we've got a pretty sizable front group here. Of course, big linebackers, McKenzie and Isaiah Miller. Number 60 is Isaiah Miller. Hand off at the middle. Stopped. I like that. Held up by PJ Robillard, senior. Not getting pushed off the ball, holding strong against that blocker, and then able to grab the running back, and then safety and quarterback. Lucas Meyer fires in there. and brings him down. Good defensive play right there. Bring up 2nd down and 10. No gain on the play. Tomball with a 2-back set, 2 wideouts. Looking to pass, has an opening. Looks like that pass is complete to number 14. About a 4-yard gain. Going to bring up 3rd and 6 now. So a little sliding catch there by number 14. And, you know, if you're used to NFL rules, which that's the football that I watch the most other than LCA Chargers, you're down when your knee goes down, right? You're down when you're on the ground. You do not have to be touched. And so that's what happened. Number 14 kind of slid for the catch, and he does not have a chance to get up and advance the ball from there. Quarterback drops back. Dignan in the backfield. That's a beautiful play right there. That was Lucas Meyer, number 18, on the coverage, and that was a nice ball. That was a good ball from the quarterback there for Tomball, but Lucas Meyer jumps up and deflects it. That was beautiful coverage. Clean, no PI, no early contact, just good, solid coverage. Bats it down and forces the punt. So 4th and 6. Quick 3 and out for Tomball, and back to receive this punt. Number 16, Diggy. Getting diggy with it. Senior gonna miss him, man. Although he does have a year of eligibility, so I'm just gonna put this out here. I don't know if you're gonna be watching this later, Diggy, but you know, Chargers would love to have you back if you decide you want to use that final year of eligibility. Oh, but that takes a really favorable Tomball. Bounces all the way down to the 3-yard line. My goodness. Sometimes you see those punts, they just die on the field. Sometimes they bounce backwards. That one just took off like a dart towards the end zone, which is not good if you're a Chargers fan. But here we go. Chargers go to work. Defense did their job. Let's see if the offense can get cooking here a little bit. And see what we do. You know, we're a little heavier maybe with wideouts right now. There you go. I like that pass. Marciniak to the outside. Nice gain. I like that. I like it when you can use the pass game as your run game, right? Little screen passes, little out routes, get guys in space, and try to make something happen. So good for a first down. Gets the ball all the way up to the 13-yard line, looks like. So I like that. Some quick strikes. Get this offense rolling, right? Need to feel that momentum so we can keep it going. I like the screen passes earlier to Glendon Wilson. I like the little pass to Marciniak there. So we had Diggy lining up as a wide out. Got 7 Knight going in motion. Fakes the handoff. Screen to Knight. Passes just a little bit high. Falls incomplete, so that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Good to get Knight going in this game. Heck of a ball player, had a heck of a season. And I know he's a little shaken up. A lot of the guys are kind of bruised up from a game really just 2 days ago, which is kind of crazy to think about. During this tournament, played 2 games in 3 days, but we'd love to get Knight going here in this game. Oh, a little bit of movement up front. There we go, offsides. At least it was a little like to me. I didn't see any movement from the offense, so yes, indeed, encroachment by the defense. Likely a hard count. Could not hear it up here, but looks like that's what it was. So offsides, move the ball forward 5. That make this 2nd down just a little bit easier. Romero is in, number 2. Marciniak runs to the sidelines. Got McKenzie in the backfield. We got 7 Knight and 17 Wilson as those wing T backs and or receivers. Pass is almost intercepted. Kind of thrown in the direction. I couldn't tell if it was for Knight or for Romero there. They're about to do a crossing path. Look at the pattern looked like. Kind of 2 Tomball defensive backs, like the safety and the cornerback, were kind of in range. And thankfully, could not bring it down, could not bring that interception down, so falls incomplete, which is good. And hey, I want to also recognize the varsity cheerleader seniors. So I'll be announcing them as we go. But Abby Jones is a senior. Let's wait for this play to announce more. Fake the handoff. Meyer rolling right. Makes the first guy miss. Ball sails on him. Intended for Diggy. That's an interception. Number 42 is still running. McKenzie's got to chase him down. He's still going. He made it in. So Meyer avoided the pressure, avoided the kind of that first rusher, really got into some space. I couldn't tell if the ball just sailed or if receiver got kind of held up there for a minute and wasn't in place. But either way, ball is long and intercepted by number 42 for Tomball and returned to the house. So pick 6 is the result of the second series of offense by the Chargers. Tomball will now line up to kick the extra point. Kick is good. So with that pick 6, Tomball takes the lead 7-0. So again, want to recognize our seniors. I'll try to call out our senior football players as they do stuff on the field. I of course announced them all a little bit ago. Also want to announce the varsity cheerleaders. Abby Jones, Elizabeth Patterson, Elise Wallace, Evelyn Curry. And hey, she's my daughter, so I got to brag on her a little bit. Her final game, hard to believe. She's a senior. This will be her final game and everybody's final game that is graduating. Gracie Patterson, Carly Fisher, what up, Carls? Olivia Evans, Olivia Hogan, Peyton Hilburn, Sage Bassett, and Macy Myers. An amazing group of senior cheerleaders. And I said it last game, I'll say it again. I think the routine this year's cheer routine is one of my favorites. It's towards the top, if not at the top. So here we go. Chargers set to receive. Ray Sexton, Levi Romero back to receive this kick. Now the key is going to be to shake off that interception. Lucas Meyer, quarterback, tough kid. There we go, I like that little pitch. Fielded by Jones, number 82, pitches it back to Romero. Romero tries to find that right edge, brought down at about the 27-yard line or thereabouts. Flag is thrown in that part of the field. That's almost always holding or blocking the back on the return team, but we'll see what they say. So it looks like that's more like the 29. Remember, it's back to 29. So yes, indeed, it is a hold on the Chargers. So instead of the 29, we'll be looking at the 19. So big drive here. You want to answer that score. You want to shake off that interception from before. Wilson, number 17, goes in motion. Handoff is to Knight. Kind of held up with the line, but he's keeping going. Looks like a Tomball defender grabbed his jersey, but he just kept on fighting, kept on churning those legs. Turned no gain into about a 3-yard game. So that'll be second at about 7. Second 7 for the Chargers. Here we go. Marciniak running the play in. Tomball showing blitz. Hand off up the middle to McKenzie. He's got room to run. Heck of a run. Takes a shot, though, to that right quad. Shaking up just a little bit. I think he'll be okay. That just looked like a kind of a stinger to the leg. You get dead leg by that guy's shoulder pad. So hoping McKenzie can run off the sidelines here and get that stretched out a little bit. Hopefully it wasn't a knee. I couldn't exactly see. It didn't look like a knee. It looked like a quad. So hopefully he'll be back here shortly. Caden Jordan runs in to take his place. So Jordan is in the backfield. We got twins left and twins right. Cole Richardson in motion. Handoff is to 15 Jordan. Kind of stutter steps. Keeps churning. Gains 1 or 2. Wrapped up and pushed way back, but of course that doesn't matter. It's forward progress. So it looks like he gains about 3. So call that 2nd and 7. Got some drums here. We got some the Tomball Warriors student section is on the warpath. Some of you probably hear that on the live stream, but that is the Tomball Warriors fan base getting into it. I like it. Meyer back to pass, finds Glendon Wilson, beautiful pass. He's open. Gains about 10. That'll move the chains. First down Chargers, brings the ball up to the 43. Levi Romero, number 2, running the play in. Hand off to Caden Jordan. Nothing doing there. Met immediately at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing. So thankfully, number 12, Jacob McKenzie, back in the game. Able to shake off that stinger there and get back in. Screen pass to Marciniak. Wilson with a good block there, but excellent defense by number 34 and number 16 for Tomball Warriors. Marciniak, loss of 2 on the play. Or actually, it gets back to the line of scrimmage. I think we lost 2 on the last play. So here we go, 3rd and about 12. Kidron Haynes, number 36, runs in. Cole Richardson hops off for the time being. And number 16, Dignan, lining up wide right with Kidron Haynes. Meyer back to pass. Sees Wilson, beautiful pass, right up the middle. Number 17, Glendon Wilson, finding that hole in the zone defense. Good read by Meyer, excellent pass. Moving the chains, gets the ball across midfield all the way to the 42-yard line. First down, Chargers. So like that, that's been a winning combo so far. Meyer to Glendon Wilson. Of course, Glendon Wilson, heck of an athlete, had a heck of a season. Looks like the receiver, looks like the defensive backs are keying in a little bit on Marciniak. They kind of know he's the number 1 target. Hand off to McKenzie. Finds a little room to run off that right side. It splits 2 defenders. Falls forward for a gain of about 3. Closer to 2. Call that 2nd and 8 now for the Chargers. The ball at the 40. Kind of a chilly one here in Panama City Beach. Actually, we're in Panama City, just down from Panama City Beach. About 57, 56 right now, but it is wet, so it feels kind of chilly. Kidron Haynes in motion. Little screen pass to Kidron Haynes, catches the ball. There is a flag on the play. I don't know if that was holding potentially a face mask. Nope, pointing at the Chargers, so it's going to be against us. Maybe holding there by the receiver that was downfield trying to block for Kidron. Holding on the Chargers, that'll be a 10-yard penalty. 10 yards from the spot of the foul, so not from the line of scrimmage, but from where the hold took place, and the hold was downfield just a little bit, so it does not back them up a full 10 yards, but 10-yard penalty from where the foul occurred. So ball will be placed at the 50, and then about a actually no, that was a my bad. That was a full 10-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage. Meyer back to pass. He is under hot pursuit. Passes to McKenzie. He's got lots of room to run. He's got a lot of room to run. Gets on his horse. It's all the way down to the 24-yard line. Not a boy, Jacob. An excellent read. Hey, that's what can happen when the defense blitzes. No one's home, and no one was home there. Meyer made the right decision, passes the ball to McKenzie. McKenzie has all kinds of room to run. So monster gain from the 50 all the way down to the 23. So 27 yards on that play. And that'll do it for the first quarter, folks. So one quarter is in the books. It's third place game here, NHFA Championships, Panama City, Florida. Your Lighthouse Christian Chargers, the 4 seed, versus the number 2 seed Tomball Warriors. Cheerleaders trying to get the fan base going a little bit. And as always, Chargers fans, we travel well, man. We were here for the game just before this, and stands were nowhere near as full as they are right now with the Chargers faithful. And right now, the Chargers faithful, they got umbrellas out, they got some ponchos on, and other rain-type gear. So we'll move the ball, we'll flip sides of the field here. Start the second quarter. Chargers will resume the drive. Of course, excellent read moments ago there. That pass, that screen pass to Jacob McKenzie with blitz bearing down on Meyer. Makes a good decision. About 3 guys up in his grill, and Meyer hung in there and made the pass. And I will say the last game versus Noah, Meyer really did well under pressure. Looking, got some room to run, decides to tuck the ball, makes a nice move, gets positive yardage. Everybody covered downfield. Pocket was collapsing, no place to throw the ball really. So gains about 3-ish. We'll call it 2nd and 7. Second short 7 and a long 6, but we'll just go 2nd and 7. So offense really being pretty productive so far in the first quarter plus a little. Passes complete to Diggy at the 10-yard line. How to move the chains. Let's see if he's not quite to the 10. He is right at the 10, so no need to line up the chains. It's a 1st and goal. But the offense has been productive. We've had some good run plays. Pass game has been on point for the most part. Really just that one sailed pass or one mishap with the pick 6, which is what led to the game's only touchdown so far. But here we go. 1st and goal from the 10. Handoff up the middle. Oh, I like that run. He is in. Touchdown, Chargers. That was number 36, Kidron Haynes. Flexing in the end zone. That a boy, Kidron. My goodness. Excellent run by Kidron Haynes. And really some fantastic blocking up front. You know, we got to give some love to our line. We got some seniors up front there. Carson Wilson, PJ Robillard. We got Isaiah Miller filling in up front. Not his usual spot on offense, but he's been playing there quite a bit. So there we go. Now with a chance to tie it. Hold is good, snap is good, kick is up, and kick is good. Who was it? That was number 29. With the kick, that's Connor Vick. Connor Vick is a sophomore. That way, Connor Vick. Making it look easy. Also calling out some of those other big guys up front, making things happen. 77, Evan Kemp. 78, Noah Townley. I'll try to give some love more. 68, Michael Walker. 66, Carson Williams, of course, senior. Try to call out our line. Hey, a lot of times they don't get the praise, they don't get the recognition. You know, they're not winning Heisman trophies in college, and they're not winning MVPs in the NFL. They don't have signature shoes in the NFL, but linemen, man, they are so important. Having a good line will make or break your season and your team. And really, there's a great example of that when the Chiefs played the Buccaneers in the Super Bowl, when the line was decimated for the Chiefs, and you could tell it just turned into a bloodbath. So here we go. Kickoff. The game is all tied up, folks. 10 minutes, 33 seconds left to go in the half. Fans are chanting, hit somebody. That was number 10, Hudson, with the kick. Ball is brought back to about the 25. Call it the 26. Well, let's see if the defense is up to the task. So far, they have been. So far, defense has looked really, really sharp. Got 45, Travis Davis, also a senior. Heck of a ball player. He's had a great season. Watch for him. He had some big plays against that Noah Jaguar team. So here we go. Line is ready, and they're having just a little chit chat, little conference, little huddle with just a couple of the receivers and one of the backs. Haven't really seen that before, I don't believe. Takes the handoff, drops back to pass. Now that was almost picked by 18 Meyer. He tried to get a jump on it. Excellent pursuit by number 60, Isaiah Miller. Coming from that linebacker position. Dropping back and making that tackle. Nice hit on the receiver. Anytime you get hit by Isaiah Miller, you are going to remember it and most likely feel it in the morning, and I think that's going to be the case after that hit. So here we go. We got trips right. We got twins left. Quarterback back to pass. He's under pressure. Travis Davis was almost there. Quarterback able to find his receiver, to find his target, number 22. Pass is complete. So that's a gain of 8. Be second and 8. Now for Tomball. Man in motion, hands off up the middle. Nice piece of running. Really thought McKenzie, number 12 for the Chargers, had him at about the line of scrimmage. He's able to squirt through there somehow and then dives forward, gets first down, gets all the way down to the 40-yard line. First and 10, Tomball. So far, it's been the most productive drive for the Warriors so far. So here we go, the Tomball Warriors going in that little miniature huddle, just 4 offensive players. Oh, ball is tipped by number 16, Dignan. Ooh, he's thinking, man, I almost had it. Almost had it. And that way, hey, I'll take a deflection any day over a reception. I did hear a guy say one time, if you can touch it, you can catch it. I don't think that's always true, but I do like to say that to kids when I'm trying to pick on them. But I do love Diggy. He is an awesome player. Both sides of the ball. Heck of a play. 2nd and 10 now, Tomball. Defensive chant is going on. Fans are getting rowdy. Handoff number 34 tries to find that right edge. He does find it. Lyndon Wilson does not quite get him. Carson Knight slows him down. May have been Marciniak that ends up stopping him. It'll be 3rd and short. So at this place in the field, almost always a scenario where you're going to use all 4 downs. I'm not likely to punt when you're right here on a 4th and short. That's if the Chargers can hold them. So big 3rd down. If I was on the PA right now, I'd be yelling at the fans to get up and scream. You know, they're doing it anyway. Umbrellas are up, but they're standing on their feet too, clapping and banging drums. Cowbells, handoff to number 34. Oh, he stopped. I think he's short. Heck of a play. That was 17 Lyndon Wilson that held him up. And then McKenzie, number 12, comes in and finishes it off. The freight train was on the tracks. Looks like maybe a loss of a yard right there. So 4th and 3. Anyway, no gain for sure, but we'll call it 4th and 3. And, of course, defense going for it. Not much of a reason to punt when you're right here. So we had huddle number 1 and now huddle number 2. 3 backs. So we're likely going to have 1 or 2 lead blockers. Here we go. Handoff 34, bounce around the right side. He's got it. Unfortunately, he's still going. Rain is starting to come down now here at Tommy Oliver Stadium, Panama City, Florida. About 55 degrees, so not bad for the players out there. They're working up a sweat. Not super comfortable for the fans in the stands because they got their ponchos and rain gear on. It's a little chilly. And you can probably hear the cheerleaders and mascots coming through the microphone just a little bit. As is tradition, the mascots are also cheering with the cheerleaders in 2nd quarter. There we go. Number 34 held up by Dignan. And that was the big dog. Number 60, Isaiah Miller, coming in to, once again, finish him off. Reminds me of the Mortal Kombat video game from back in the day when they would yell, "Finish him!" And that's Isaiah Miller time. Just bring him in, finish him in the play. And that's what happened. So here we go. Loss of a few. We got 2nd and about 13. Hand off to number 25. Got some room to run. Met by number 18. Lucas Meyer getting angry, pointing at coach, saying, "There you go, coach. That one's for you, baby." That was the quarterback. Just getting kind of nasty. Throwing down the running back. Heck of a play there. Gain of, I think, about 1. So we're going to call that 3rd and 12. They're not really announcing here, and they're not putting anything up officially on the board. So we're just going by what it looks like to me here. So here we go. Big 3rd down right here. This is one where you could potentially force a punt or an extra point attempt if we can get a stop. Passes into the end zone. It's too long. Looking for number 31, but pass sails out of the back of the end zone. Refs are talking about something. I didn't see. Oh, there's the flag. Yeah, I couldn't see the flag. Got it buried there. Something against Lighthouse. Dang it. Or maybe not. He's looking over at the sideline. So, yeah, you'd think that'd be a hold in that scenario. Oh, ineligible man downfield. That is declined, and that'll bring up 4th down. Good call, coach. No reason to back him up when you can make it 4th and long and force a decision time here for Tomball. So we're going to bring in the kicking team. Can't tell yet if it's a punt or a field goal. Likely a field goal if they got a good kicker, and I believe they do. Yep. Lining up for the kick. So here we go. Big opportunity. I know they've kicked some field goals in previous games. We see that a lot. Flag on the play. Against the Warriors. Must have been a little movement on that left side. Going to back them up another 5. And, hey, that makes a difference. So now we're looking at, what about almost a 40-yarder? Almost a false start on the offense. So looking at about almost a 40-yarder at this point. 43-yarder, rather. That's quite a boot right there. That's a pretty big kick at the high school level. Rain continuing to fall here at Tommy Oliver Stadium in Panama City. We got the cheerleaders and mascots working together. Cheerleaders basing for the mascots, so we got some miniature flyers right now. I like to call them the cutest show on turf. Of course, playing on regular grass, the original stuff tonight. And that's been a big talk around the football circles, NFL, college, high school, everything. People talking about, hey, turf's not safe. It's like some studies have come out that show, concussions increase when the game is played on turf. So playing on grass is ideal in a lot of places. So here we go. Be about a 43-yard kick. Let's see what they do. Looks like they're going to go for it instead. Not a bad decision. Ball's going to be a little bit wet. Tough to get that hold properly. Hold in place properly. So here we go. 4th and 13. Just going to fake the handoff. Robillard is in pursuit. We got McKenzie. Pass is batted down. That was a good read by Marciniak. Now, he had a chance to catch that, and I don't know if he tried and just didn't get it or if he's batted it down. I think he batted it down, and that's the right call because it was a 4th down. So if you bat it down, you get the ball at the 29-yard line. If you catch it, you got the ball at the 1. So definitely the right call to bat that down, prevent the reception, but then also get the ball at the line of scrimmage. Turnover on downs. First down, Chargers. At the 29-yard line, Carson Knight runs a play in. Kidron Haynes runs off. Of course, Kidron Haynes burst into the end zone just a little bit ago on that run up the middle. So we go. We got Marciniak lined up wide left. Handoff is to McKenzie. Met pretty quickly there at the line of scrimmage. Gains about 2. So 2nd and 8 now for the Chargers. Meyer gets the play called in from coach. 4 minutes, 34 seconds left to go in the half. Marciniak is wide left. Meyer drops back to pass. He likes Marciniak to overthrow him a little bit. Marciniak stopped just a bit, and Mays looks like he's saying he got held up by the defense. The ref is not buying it. That was a deep ball by Meyer. Pocket kind of collapsing, stepped up like a pro, stepped up in the pocket, let it fly, and just went over the head of Marciniak. So going to be 3rd and 8. 4 minutes, 18 seconds left to go. Clock is stopped, of course, on that incomplete pass. Now we got Twins right. Looks like Dignan and Wilson out there. Dropping back to pass. Pocket collapsing again. Meyer just has to run with it. Runs out of bounds. Pretty big loss on the play. Loss of about 7, so that's going to bring up 4th and 15, so that's going to force a punt. So number 5, Ben Langford, senior, into punt. So 3 minutes, 40 seconds left to go in the game. The score is all tied up at 7. Langford drop back to punt. That punt is blocked. Punt is blocked and recovered by number 1 for Tomball at the 20. So kick is blocked. Tomball gets the ball at the 20-yard line, already in the red zone. 3 minutes, 26 seconds left to go in the half. Chargers receive the opening kickoff, so Tomball will receive that second half kick. So pretty crucial that the Chargers get a stop right here. Handoff's number 34 and slowed down at the line of scrimmage. Peter John Robillard was in there, and I believe that was Glendon Wilson that flew in there to make the tackle. Gain of 1 on the play. 2nd and 9. Just steady rain falling here. I know you probably can't see it on the live stream, but it is indeed raining, making things mildly uncomfortable for the fans and the cheerleaders in the stands, but doesn't seem to be affecting the passing game too much for either team. Tomball electing to run the ball a little bit more. Handoff to number 41. Oh, heck of a play. Heck of a play. Was that Dignan? Who was that? That was Glendon Wilson. So he was being blocked. He was really the only guy out there. So they faked the ball, faked the handoff at the middle. Hand the ball to the 34, I believe it was, and a 41 rather. Jetted around to that left side. It really was Glendon Wilson and then nobody for 10, 15 yards or so. Glendon Wilson was able to pull off of that block, get away from the blocker and make that stop. So that was a tough play. So looking at 3rd and 8 now. 3 backs in the backfield. Oh, pitch. Oh, look at that. That was Diggy. Back there to slow him down, number 16. He does get away from Dignan, but then Travis Davis, senior number 45, is there to say, how you doing? Brings him down, wraps him up. Big loss on the play. So loss of about 7. That's going to bring up 4th and 15. So decision time here. Of course, last time there was 4th and 15. They just went for it. This spot in the field looks like they're going to try to kick it. All right. Coach says, let's go for it. What do we got to lose? It is a long kick, so we're looking at about a 42, 43-yarder. Movement up front, looks like. Can't tell. A false start, potentially. It is indeed false start on the offense. That'll back him up another 5, and that's going to cause the coach of the Warriors to rethink it. Not going to kick a 48-yarder, so likely just going to go for it now. Again, you're in a scenario in this situation. It's 4th and a mile, right? It's 4th and 20, but you never know. And really, strange things often happen with special teams and punts, as we just saw a moment ago. So, may as well take your shot. Probably won't end up too much worse than a punt if you don't get it. Takes the handoff, drops back to pass. Pressure by Davis. Oh, ball's loose. Ball is loose. My goodness. No, that was Travis Davis in there like a wrecking ball. Just wreaking havoc. He is a tough man to handle. Gets the sack. Ball comes loose, recovered by Tomball. It doesn't matter. It's 4th down. So they dove on it. Huge loss on the play. Ball comes back all the way to the 47-yard line. And that's where the Chargers will take over first and 10. So 46 seconds left to go. This is an important drive here because Tomball gets the ball to start the second half. Here we go. Dignan, number 16, lines up wide right. Of course, he had a big play down this right seam against Noah. Let's see what we're looking for here. Pass intended for Haynes, throwing a little bit behind him. Pass falls incomplete. Second down, that'll stop the clock. 41 seconds left to go in the half. So in the last game on Thursday night, there was a beautiful pass to Dignan right there along that right sideline, going this way, headed this direction. I think that's east, if I'm not mistaken. And ended up in a touchdown. Big play. It was part of our comeback against Noah that came up just a little bit short, but thought that's maybe what they were going for again right here. Marciniak's got this guy beat. Pass is on the money. Falls incomplete. Now, there's quite a bit of rain out there, folks, and running full speed, trying to catch that pass. Of course, Marciniak, if you asked him, I know he could say he can catch that ball, and he can, but that's a tough one when it's wet. 34 seconds left to go, 3rd and 10. I like that, though. That was a good call. For some reason, they were just jamming him on the line there. The defensive back, number 12 or 16, couldn't really see it, but jamming Marciniak on the line, man coverage out there. Of course, Marciniak beat him pretty easily. So you got to be looking for that. If they keep doing that, the man coverage on that, on Marciniak's side, I like the call. Look for him to go deep. Timeout. Tomball. 34 seconds left to go in the half. 3rd and 10 Chargers. Score all tied up at 7. Big play here. Got time to score. Got some timeouts at our disposal as well. Chargers cheerleaders and mascots asking the fans, hey, get a little bit rowdy. Spelling it out even, R-O-W-D-Y. And I'm seeing it. I'm seeing some rowdiness out there. I'm seeing a few people huddled up in their blankets and their scarves and their gloves and their umbrellas, but some people just getting rowdy, saying, who cares? We like this weather. This is what we wanted. Football in the rain. Here we go, 34 seconds left to go. Let's see what Coach has dialed up. Marciniak now lined up on the right side along this right sideline. Wilson also lined up right. Knight in motion. There's a pass rusher, but Meyer does a great job of evading him. Throws the ball back to Dignan. Dignan has to dive for it. Incomplete. Tough catch, doable again, but that ball was thrown on a rope, man. That thing had some velocity on that. Brett Favre it out there. Falls incomplete. 4th and 10 now. 25 seconds left to go in the half. Chargers trying to make something happen here to end the half. Of course, stick around for halftime. We will have a halftime show. In the rain, I don't know exactly what the performance is going to look like. I hear that don't always stunt when there's rain involved. That makes holding shoes and stunting pretty tricky. And so maybe a slightly modified performance, but the cheerleaders will perform at half. So stick around. We will broadcast that. We will do our best to have some sound as well. My bad. Last time I was called into the booth to help next door during halftime of the Noah game, and I muted our microphone here. So we go punting, number 5. Good punt. Number 34 fields it. Stopped by Wilson. Keeps going, and number 76 with a monster hit. ...14 seconds left. Ball is at the 30... 2-yard line. I would anticipate with a score of 7-7. Tomball gets the ball to start the second half. Slippery ball because it's raining. Does one of you just hand it off probably or just take a knee because take a pass right now, you got a chance of a pick six or something. Lyndon Wilson just fell down, and I don't know why. Looks like they're going to try to make something happen. Hey, I don't mind that. I don't mind being aggressive here. Here we go. Dropping back. Going deep. Heck of a play. Once again. Lucas Meyer. Man. Kid can play QB. Also a heck of a safety there. Making plays. That's a second monster play. Flag on the field. Holding on the offense. Going to back him up 10 yards. And now with 7 seconds left, I'm guessing they'll take a knee, but we'll see. Looks like Coach of Tomball likes to roll the dice a little bit. Likes to be aggressive, so I like it. I would like to see a pick six right here. So toss the ball up there and let Meyer or Marciniak or somebody intercept it, and let's take it to the house. So here we go. Again with the double huddle with the whole offense, and then a little miniature huddle with the backs. There we go. Taking a knee makes sense. Gonna run out the clock, and that will do it. And so far, ladies and gentlemen, it has lived up to the hype. Chargers Tomball, always a good game, always tight. So we go into half all tied up, 7-7. I'm going to go announce the cheerleaders. We'll try to keep the audio on so you can watch these performances. Be back in a few.
varsity warrior cheerleader. Sophomore, Reese Allen Bowen. Reese Stockton. All-Star, Piper Horton. All-Star and All-SEC, Cora Hott. Kendall Cornett. Social coordinator, Ariana Morales. All-Star chaplain, Katie Esner. All-Star secretary, Mackenzie Kahn. All-Star co-captain, Kelly Barnes. Senior, Olivia Price. Lauren Booker. Ella Hipple. Kate Stockton. And your captain, Sophie Stockton. Warrior cheerleader.
So that will do it for the halftime performances. Again, had to be kind of abbreviated. Too dangerous to stunt. Too dangerous really to be out on the grass even. But the Chargers cheerleaders and the Warrior cheerleaders were able to make the most of it and were able to perform abbreviated, modified halftime shows. So I want to announce one more time those senior cheerleaders, and unfortunately that's the only list of cheerleaders I have in front of me where I just go and announce everybody, but I'll announce the varsity cheerleaders because there's a bunch of them. Abby Jones, Elizabeth Patterson, Elise Wallace, Evelyn Curry, Gracie Patterson, Carly Fisher, Olivia Evans, Olivia Hogan, Peyton Hilburn, Sage Bassett, Macy Myers, your varsity Chargers cheer squad. Second half going to be underway here in about 6 minutes or so. Tomball Warriors have stepped onto the field to get warmed up. Rain is picking up, maybe just a little bit. It certainly isn't backing off. Holding steady at least, but maybe picking up a little bit. First half did not disappoint, close as we expected. And not only are the teams evenly matched and, close in score, every game has been super close. Fanware, the fans. If I didn't know better, if I couldn't look at the different sides, I wouldn't know which fan was a Tomball fan, which fan was a Charger fan, because colors are basically the same. You got orange hoodies on both sides, orange and blue, orange and navy. Looking pretty similar, at least from a distance. So evenly matched, and I'm sure the second half will be more of the same. We'll see how much weather plays a part, right? You could definitely see it on that last possession by the Chargers. Weather made an impact on some of those pass plays. Tough to catch a ball that's coming in hot, but also wet. And we'll see. We'll see how that pans out. About 1:55 left to go on the halftime clock, but then usually once the refs come out, they'll reset that to 3. So we're probably looking more like 5. Chargers have not emerged from the tunnel or from the locker room just yet. Likely coming soon. Coach giving them a big pep talk. And that halftime locker room as a senior, last halftime pep talk, last half of football that you'll ever play as a high schooler. Here they come. Chargers walking onto the field. And yes, last half of cheering for that. Those 9 varsity cheerleaders. Here come the Chargers and fans, letting them hear it, showing their support. Making some noise. Chargers line up to get warmed up. So here we go. Tomball versus Lighthouse. Third place game. NHFA championships in Panama City. Back in just a few minutes. Number 10, Joshua Hudkins, is set to kick off. Of course, the Chargers faithful yelling, "Hit somebody," customary chant for a kickoff. Kickoff fielded by, looked like number 11, met by a host of Chargers. Ethan Jones in there, for sure. That was number 14, Jackson Resurrection. Brings the ball up to the 33-yard line. Tomball will go to work, 1st and 10. Chargers fans getting after it. Always easier to play defense when your stands are getting rowdy, when they're getting loud, getting nasty. It's easier to have a little bit of an edge yourself. Handoff number 34. Met at the line by number 66, Carson Williams, and a few others. Short gain on the play, gain of about 3, going to be 2nd and 7. That was number 34, Caleb Harmon, on the carry. So again, this is the 5th meeting between Tomball and Lighthouse. All games have either been decided by 3 points or less or gone into overtime. Handoff number 34, Harmon again. Met at the line by 17, Glendon Wilson. They're going to need to blow the whistle because things could get ugly here. Harmon's got nowhere to go. I did not think he got all the way to the line of scrimmage, but close. They say he got back to the line, so now, nope. Yeah, I thought he lost a yard. There we go. 3rd. Let's call it, keep it 3rd and 7, I guess. So 3rd and 7. Big 3rd down play here. Time for you to get loud there at home. Hey, you got a cowbell, shake it. You got a drum it. I think football's more fun to watch when you're yelling. So here we go, packing it in. Chargers playing the run for sure. Pass is complete to number 32, looks like. Good for the 1st down. Well, must not be 32. He's not on the roster, but can't actually see the number. Great play across the middle. Big conversion on 3rd down for the Warriors. Ball gets just across the 50-yard line. It's at the 48. 1st and 10, Tomball. Handoff number 34. Line holds, just a short gain of 2 or 3. And actually, that was a handoff to number 29. It's Connor Burke on the carry. Once again, the meeting of the minds. Quarterback's like, hey, lineman, go line up. Don't need you. Talk to my backs. Oh, ball falls to the turf. Back to pass. So, quarterback's in the shotgun formation. Ball falls to the ground, I'm sure partially because it's wet. But no real pressure from the Chargers, so he just picks it up. Finds his spot, connects with his man, 1st down, Tomball. Ball placed on the 39-yard line. Sorry, 34-yard line. And off to 34. Got room to run. Finds the left edge, but then cuts back. So having some success on this drive for sure. Tomball is finding their guys in the air. And then number 34 is doing some damage on the ground as well. So another 1st down for the Warriors. It's 34 Harmon, Caleb Harmon, having a big afternoon. But there is a hold on the play. That'll back him up. So still first down, 1st and 10 now for the Warriors. I'm sorry, 1st and 20 for the Warriors. Ball's backed up to the 45-yard line. Quarterback giving a little pep talk to his backs. Next ball is out again. And there to get him is Glendon Wilson. So again, shotgun formation. Ball falls to the turf. You got to think it's because it's raining out here. And that time, Glendon Wilson able to get in the backfield, add some pressure, knock the QB down. As soon as that knee touches, he's down. So loss on the play. Ball is at the 49 of Tomball. So ball was moved back past the 50. So now we're looking at 2nd and about 21. Handoff to, oh my goodness. Handoff was to Harmon. And that was Travis Davis. Travis saying, have a seat right here on your face. And that's what he did. Big play, tough play. Travis Davis, senior, making his presence felt, leaving it all out on the field. That's what we love to see. Final game, senior year. Just lay it all out there, man. Win or lose, let's go. And that's what Travis Davis is thinking. But I'd like to win, thank you very much. That's what Travis Davis is thinking right now. So here we go. 3rd and about a mile. Back to pass number 9. Snap is good this time. Robillard gets past. He's got time. He finds his receiver. Deflected. Heck of a play by Glendon Wilson. Pass was intended for number 31. Falls incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down, 4th and 21. That's going to force a punt. So defense held. The offense was rolling there for a little bit. Couple good run plays, couple completed passes. And then the defense went off. Travis Davis, Glendon Wilson get in there and just wreaking havoc. Here we go, big punt play. Back to receive is number 11, Marciniak. Snap is good, no real pressure. Decent punt. There we go. That's what happens a lot, actually. So punt goes all the way down to the 15-yard line and just dies in the turf. Downed by Tomball, so that's where the Chargers offense will get to work. 1st and 10 at the 15. Here we go. It's all tied up. 6:41 in the 3rd quarter. Just what you'd expect. I was talking to some of the Tomball faithful, some of their crew up here in the press box, and we just kind of laughed and shook our heads and said, "Hey, what else would we expect? This is what we expect every time these two teams meet." And what a great organization the Tomball Warriors have. Handoff to number 7, Carson Knight finds the right edge. Gains about 13 on the play. Monster run. That a boy, Carson Knight. Heck of a ball player. Carson Knight had just a great season. And love to see some production coming from that young man. And that was a big run. Gets the ball up to the 30-yard line. Just getting a 15. Marciniak's going to line up wide right. Hand off to Knight again. Coach saying, why not try that again? That worked pretty well last time. This time no gain on the play. 2nd and 10. Of course, I love it when we've got a balanced attack. You know, when we're able to run the ball effectively, We got some great receivers, got a great quarterback. Loving when we air it out. A little different, though, with the ball being wet. We'll see how that changes things. Fake the handoff to 17, and he's got room to run. That's Kidron Haynes again, having a monster game. I think they're ruling him down. He was down. Ball came out, but oh, no, they're not. So that was a fumble on the play. So Kidron Haynes had a big run. Chargers saying he was definitely down. Refs saying he was not. I didn't see it. I really thought he was down, but that was a fumble. And so Warriors recover. That was a monster hole, monster run, but ruled a fumble on the field. Ball's at the 46-yard line now. Tomball goes to work. Hey, that defense was nasty. That defense was stingy. That defense was making plays, flying all over the place. They're back on the field yet again. Hopefully they can do more of the same. Pitch to number 29 rather. McKenzie in there helping make the stop. 60 Isaiah Miller wrapping him up. McKenzie in there doing cleanup work. Get a 4 on the play. 2nd and 6. Movement up front. Looks like that's a false start. I'm just going to talk it over, though. Maybe somebody thinks it was offsides. Going to clarify a little meeting of the minds. But Warriors already backing up. They're thinking they false start. No, okay. Offsides on the Chargers. Now, you do see that a lot where, both sides kind of point fingers at the others, but Glendon Wilson was convinced it was a false start on the offense. Referees thought otherwise. Now 2nd and very short. Takes the pitch, looks downfield, has a receiver open. Lucas Myers there to make the stop. So pass is complete to number 1. Across the middle, fake the pitch. Quarterback stuck in the pocket, found number 1 over the middle. And that's John Gill, receiver. Drew Harrison, quarterback number 9. Having a great game so far. Still 7-7. Clock is ticking. 4 minutes and about 20 seconds left to go in the third. 1st and 10, Warriors from the 20-yard line. Movement again up front. So may have been on Carson Williams. Nope, false start. There we go. Good. Saw one of our guys kind of hang his head like shame, but was not. So false start. Back him up 5. Going to be 1st and 15. Steady rain continues to fall here at Tommy Oliver Stadium. 53 degrees. Wind chill definitely colder than that. Two backs in the backfield. So calling a timeout. Timeout Tomball. So again, I've never seen, I guess Tomball's maybe done it before, I just missed it, but they do a huddle with the whole group. Linemen and receivers go line up, and then the backs and the tight end hang out and chat with the quarterback, and they keep on talking. So interesting, but it is working for them, so don't want to pick on it for sure. Here we are, 7-7, 3 minutes and 32 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Now, this is interesting. We got both cheer squads yelling at the same time. And this is interesting because usually you separate fans, right? You put one team on one side of the stadium, one set of fans on one side, the other fan base on the other side. But the officials, the crew here, did not want to clean the other side. Not the officiating crew, but the people running the tournament. So we're both on the same side. And so that was dueling cheerleaders, dueling cheer squads right there. Both cheer squads yelling at the same time. Pretty interesting. I think the Chargers cheerleaders were a little bit louder, but both did a great job. Here we go. Pitch number 34. Dignan's almost there to make the stop. McKenzie gets the stop. Gain of a couple. So gain of, say, 4. Look like we're looking at now 2nd and 11. Second 11, we got 2 backs in the backfield. Single wide out each side. Man going in motion, number 31, back to pass. Looking for number 31. Passes behind him. Looks like number 31 maybe didn't follow the play, which is good because he was pretty well open. So that pass falls incomplete. That'll stop the clock. 2:46 left to go in the third. 3rd and 11 for the Warriors. Well, my goodness, that was number 9 drops back to pass. I can't tell who it is because their jerseys are kind of messed up. But 22 maybe open in the end zone. And who was there? Who was there to save the day? Who was there to bat the ball away like a pro beach volleyball player? Lucas Meyer, that's who. The quarterback and safety, who's having just a monster game. What a play. Breaking that up. So here we go. Looking for a pretty long kick, about a 40-yard kick, 39 yards. Probably officially a 39-yarder. The hold is good. The kick is not good. And hey, I don't mind going for it. Why not? But it's slick. So pass is incomplete. Chargers will take over on downs. So after that fumble that the Chargers had that was recovered by Tomball, no damage done. No points scored. We get the ball back. It's still tied 7-7. 2.5 minutes left to go in the third. So lots of time left. Now it's just, hey, how are we going to effectively move the ball given the conditions? Because the ball is clearly slick. We're seeing guys that are sure-handed drop the pass. We're seeing that kick was nowhere near close because it was wet. I'm confident. So here we go. Glendon Wilson in motion. Fakes the handoff, drop back to pass. Passes over the middle. I think he had him. Not a bad pass. There's a lot of orange jerseys in the area defending Grand Dignan, but pass just a little bit off the mark. And again, it's one of those where sometimes you see this in the pros too, where there's a pass and you're like, wait a minute, why did Mahomes throw that? He was way off, but the receiver just didn't run the right route. Hard to tell on that one. A little miscommunication possibly, but ball's just outside the reach of Grand Dignan. And so that'll bring up 2nd and 10. So I like that we're not abandoning the pass. That's for sure, even though it's made a little bit more challenging with the rain. Back to pass again. That's for sure a penalty. So 63 called for the penalty. Basically just runs into Glendon Wilson, and Glendon Wilson cannot get to the ball. So that is certainly pass interference. Pass interference on the defense. Automatic. First down. Just want to move the chains. So in high school, pass interference is a 15-yard penalty. Doesn't matter if it was a 5-yard pass. Doesn't matter if it was a 60-yard pass. 15-yard penalty. So move the ball forward. Here, ball is placed at the 35-yard line. Meyer back to pass. Running for his life. Going to be a hold on the Chargers. Meyer throws a pass just above the head of Marciniak, but going to be a hold or a block in the back, likely a hold. Meyer was scrambling for his life there. So 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. So because that happened behind the line of scrimmage, instead of ball being at the 30, now it's moved back all the way to the 15. So now we've got first and 30. Meyer not happy with the routes the receivers are running there, giving his receivers a pep talk, showing a little bit of tough love. Sometimes you need to do that. 2 minutes, 9 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Carson Knight hobbles onto the field. Cole Richardson comes off. Second and 30 now. We got trips right, single wide out left. Meyer rolling left. That's a good pass and a great catch. On the money to Carson Knight. Carson Knight makes the great catch. Takes a pretty good hit, but catches the pass. Motions to coach, he needs a quick break. So Kidron Haynes coming back into the game now. Meyer, quarterback, talking to coach, getting the play dialed in. So ball is back at the 30. We got to get all the way to the 45 for a first down. So even after that big pass play, we're looking at 3rd and 15 here. Still manageable. We got playmakers. We got a good QB. We can do 3rd and 15, no problem. Meyer rolling right, throwing back to his left. That receiver did not see it. There is a flag in the secondary, so very possible that is pass interference. Marciniak, I think, was one over there. Maybe it was Glendon Wilson. Did not see it, but the way that flag was thrown, that's got to be pass interference or defensive holding. And I'm seeing some dejection on the faces of Tomball, so going to go against them. Thankfully, that interception will not stand. So it should be a 15-yard penalty and also should be a first down. And it is. I actually see them make a motion there. What? How is that not an automatic first down? Okay. It is not. So here we go. 3rd and 1. I thought it was 1st and 10 as well. And that's what we got on the board right now, but they're still showing 3rd and 1. So super interesting. They didn't actually make a motion that I saw of what that penalty was. I assumed it was pass interference, which should be an automatic first down. But apparently it was not. Handoff to Kidron Haynes, and he is met immediately in the backfield. Big loss on the play. So it was 3rd and 1. Now we're looking at 4th and 5. 4th and not quite. 4th and 4 maybe, but gonna punt. Fourth and 1 or 3rd and 1. I'd like to see a conversion on that. Did not get it. So number 5, senior back to punt. Gets a little better blocking that time. Great punt. Oh, and takes a favorable Chargers bounce. Rolls all the way down to the 16-yard line, where it's down by Marciniak. So here we go. 21 seconds left to go in the third. Still tied 7-7, folks. We have got ourselves a ball game. I know that was never in question, but It is a tight one. So not much doing on either side of the ball this half. Mostly defense. Offense is having a little bit of success, gaining some yards, moving the ball a little bit, getting down close to the red zone, but not able to get it in the end zone. So here we go. Going to be first down, Tomball from the 16. Probably time for 1 or 2 plays before the third quarter ends. And man, fans are just, the energy is high. People are yelling. I'm seeing the terrible towels being waved. See Brett Edom, alumni out there. Oh, goodness. 34 has got some room to run. Flag on the play. So that's a monster run. In about 35, but there is a flag on the play. Potentially a hold on Tomball. Could be a face mask on the Chargers. Didn't really see. They are lining up at about where the play ended, which is the 47. And refs are talking about it. Head judge is about to make a motion to let us in on what was that flag all about. So far, we don't know. Tomball kind of lining up like they're ready to just truck down the field. Personal foul, block in the back. So that will still result in the first down. So basically the way that works is you get the play, but move the ball back 15. So first down, but instead of being at the 47-yard line of the Chargers, ball's at the 37 of the Warriors. So here we go, 1st and 10. A lot of cheering for the defense. Pass is intended and nearly caught. Caden Jordan, number 15 there on the coverage. I think we got a little fortunate there that ball was wet because that pass was on the money. Good coverage. So that will do it for the third quarter. All tied up 7-7. 2nd and 10. When we resume, we'll flip sides of the field. Just one more quarter, ladies and gentlemen, to decide the winner of this rematch of Chargers versus Tomball. Tomball won. I was at that game in Atoka, Oklahoma earlier in the year. It was one of the hottest of the year. I don't remember the exact date. It was in October. The temperature on the field was about 100 with the heat index. And I can tell you it is not almost 100 right now. It's about half that and rainy. And but hey, I would take that over 100 degrees for these boys. 100-degree weather's pretty dangerous to play in. But that game was a tight one. Tomball did come out victorious. And so far, this is as close and as even as it could be. I don't have the stats in front of me because we don't, not able to keep them at the high school level. But I would guess offensive production about the same, right? Almost all stats are lining up, right? And we're all tied up at 7. Defense is the chant from the Chargers faithful. Here we go. 2nd and 10 now. That's a movement up front. False start on the offense. That's going to back them up 5. So now he's staring at a 2nd and 15. So again, had the block in the back after that monster run. There was a block in the back on that run, which brought the ball back 15, and then now that 5-yard false start penalty. So now Tomball is looking at a 2nd and 15. Empty backfield. Lyndon Wilson in the backfield. Oh, we got a monster sack. Who is that? That is P.J. Robillard. Get some, big fella. Get some. P.J. Robillard, number 58, big senior. Just a monster, just a beast up front on the offense and on the defensive side of the ball. And that's got to feel good, man. Your last game of your high school career, just getting in there and getting a monster sack at a big moment. That was a big loss. So we're looking at what, about 3rd and 25 now? About? Big 3rd down here. Pressure yet again. Pass is incomplete. I don't know how the quarterback got that off so cleanly because it looked like he threw it just as he was being hit. So that was a tough play. And this quarterback's always had good games against us. That's number 9, Drew Harrison. Drew Harrison hanging in the pocket, taking a big hit. Delivering the ball pretty much on the money, but there was good coverage, good defense there, and the pass does fall incomplete. So now we're looking at a punt because it's 4th and a couple of miles. Marciniak back to receive. Another flag on the play. Another false start on the offense. That's going to back them up another 5. So looking at about a 4th and 30 now. Doesn't matter a whole lot. It's going to be a punt either way, but it could impact field position. 5 yards can make a big difference. And now maybe you're feeling a little pressure punting with a 4th and 30, like you really got to make this kick a good one. And with the ball being wet, you just never know. So this should lead to good field position for the Chargers. Marciniak is at the 40. He's at the Tomball 40 to receive this kick. We'll see if he needs to back up. He's backing up just a little bit. Ball's almost down. Do not touch it. Okay. Not a bad kick, really. Gets all the way to the 49-yard line. 48 is where they're going to spot it. So, not bad. Not a bad kick for Tomball, especially given the conditions. It was a low one. It was a screamer, but it got to the 48-yard line. So still good field position for the Chargers. 10 minutes, 57 seconds left to go in the game. Chargers have the ball. 1st and 10 from the Tomball 48, and still tied up, 7-7. Definitely as close as we'd hoped for. A little less offense than I think we all expected, but not surprising given the conditions. Oh, that's a beautiful handoff to Carson Knight. Faked a handoff. That's one of the creative things you can do there with the wing T offense is you can fake it to a couple of different guys, maybe get the defense on their heels a little bit, wondering which way you're going to go. Handed the ball off to number 7. Carson Knight had a big hole, gets the first down, gets the ball down to the 38-yard line, so gave about 10 on the play. Knight comes off the field, hobbling just a little bit. I know he's banged up, I know he's playing hurt, but he's a tough-minded kid, just like his brother. Love you, Cooper, if you're watching. Carson Knight having a great season. Lyndon Wilson in motion, handoff is to McKenzie, the freight train. Run up the middle, I like that. We need a good mix of that. We need to give the ball to the freight train a little bit up the middle, just to keep the line honest and be able to break those open every now and then. So gain of about 3 on the play. Going to call that 2nd and 7. Marciniak runs to the sideline. Number 2, Levi Romero runs the play in. Romero, the single wideout, fake the handoff. Take the handoff to number 17, Glenn Wilson. Handoff to Kidron Haynes. Up the gut. Gain of a yard. Maybe 3rd and 6. PJ Robillard there, being a gentleman, fixing the opponent's jersey that got kind of tangled up. He said, hey, you know what? For the moment, I'm going to be nice to you. In a minute, probably knock you on your butt, but for right now, we're brothers. Plays coming in. Marciniak's bringing it to Lucas Meyer. Marciniak is the single wideout. Actually, Glendon Wilson is lined up wide right as well. Meyer back to pass, looking for Glendon Wilson. And that's another penalty. Ball's in the air, and the cornerback hit Glendon Wilson. Not the most sportsmanlike chant, but there is the chant of "you can't do that" from the stands. And that is a technically accurate chant. You cannot do that. That is pass interference, and that is illegal. So we're going to move the chains a little bit. And offense is trucking. So that'll move the ball all the way up to the 19. 1st and 10. So 8:55 left to go in the contest. Chargers offense is moving a little bit. Got the ball at midfield after that great defensive stop earlier. So here we go, 1st and 10. Looks like it's going to be a pass play. Meyer backs up, likes what he sees with Carson Knight. Carson Knight catches it. Pretty short gain on the play. Looks like gain of 3. So going to be 2nd and 7. But positive yardage. Good catch, good pass, good catch. Marciniak coming to get the play from coach. Just constant drumming. The Tomball fans are on the warpath, and they want their presence to be felt. I think some Tylenol, some NyQuil may be in order for some of the Tomball fans. Maybe that's Chargers fans. I can't actually tell who's beating the drum. No, it's definitely Tomball. Okay, we're good. Meyer back to pass. Likes what he sees with Marciniak. That is a beautiful catch. That is a beautiful back shoulder catch. Oh my goodness. Now, Carl got a little excited with the horn. That was not a touchdown. I saw it. But Marciniak went up in the air. That was a back shoulder throw. Beautiful throw by Lucas Meyer, and Marciniak caught it and got at least a foot inbounds. Maybe got both. I couldn't exactly see from here, but he's at about the half-yard line. So 1st and goal from the half-yard line. That, folks, was a monster of a play. Beautiful pass, stellar catch in the rain. Timeout, maybe? Whistle blows it dead. Offsides. So make that the 1 foot line now. Basically half the distance to the goal from about the half-yard line. And basically, this could be QB sneak time. I mean, this is, if you got Tom Brady out there, he's getting in, no question about it. This is a very short gain to go here to get this touchdown. Offense is trucking. 1st and goal from about the foot-yard line. I like to just hand off to Jacob Miller. Well, that's QB sneak, but from the shotgun, I don't love that per se. So lost a couple. At least a yard, maybe not a couple. So 2nd and goal from the 1. Looks like. 2nd goal from the 1. Not bad. Kidron Haynes is coming in for number 7. Let's see what the call is. So what's going to be here? 6 minutes, 45 seconds left to go. Last game of the year for seniors. You got Kidron Haynes lined up in the backfield. Handoff is to Kidron Haynes. Oh, he got demolished by about 4 different. All right, well, now 3rd and goal from the 4. So we had 1st and goal from the 1 foot-yard line. We lost yardage on both plays. We're going to call a timeout here. Of course, Tomball's fired up as they should be. That was looking not promising for them. I was hoping for a QB sneak from behind center on that first goal, first down play. Of course, I'm not a football coach. I'm a basketball coach and a guy that just knows how to work a microphone, but would have liked to have seen that punched in a little bit differently there. But we're looking at 3rd and goal now from the 4. And do you want to welcome, hey, any Warriors fans to the broadcast? So we had a couple chime in on the chat. Hey, you're welcome. We love you guys. It's always an epic showdown, so I'd love to have Chargers or Warriors on the broadcast. Whoever can make it, man, you guys are all welcome. So big 3rd down here. With the conditions, I don't know if we're looking to kick a field goal here if we don't punch it in. But let's just remove all doubt and punch it in. So we got twins left, twins right. Likely going to be a pass play. But Lucas Meyer, there you go, big fella. Get some. Number 18, Lucas Meyer, touchdown, Chargers. Oh, that was almost bad. Lucas Meyer jumped up and Peter John Robillard caught him, but kind of did one of those things where you're like throwing your kid over your back and you almost drop him on their head. That's about what happened. Not sure if you saw that, but all good. Meyer did not fall on his head. But touchdown Chargers. My goodness. And the Warriors really playing pretty salty defense there. But Chargers able to punch it in. So here we go, 29. Lined up to kick that extra point. This is an important one. Kick looks good. From here, it is not good. Looks like it left a little bit. It looked good from here, but not the greatest angle. Now, I will say, I did say that was some salty defense. My daughter, my 18-year-old daughter, Emma, shout out to Emma. She's probably at home at college. Or I know she is. She couldn't make it the trip. But she was like, Dad, what does salty mean? You say salty in the broadcast. What are you talking about? And salty means angry, man. It means anger, like a little chippy. You know, salty, like your crusty, salty old, sailor or something. Anyway, salty is a compliment typically when I'm using it here in a football game. But that kick is no good, so you never know. Every point is important. But that one falls incomplete. Kick game, everything just a little bit tricky with the conditions. Rain has slowed down, though, just by looking kind of in the reflection on the stadium lights. It's definitely slowed down. It's still raining, still misting. It did not become, it is not dry just yet. Chargers take the lead 13-7, 6 minutes left to go in the game. This game, of course, is for 3rd place NHFA championships in Panama City. More than that, man, when you got a rivalry like this, 2 evenly matched teams, 2 awesome programs, you just want to win this game, whether it's for a 3rd place or 8th place or no place. You just want to win these games, and that's the way the boys are playing tonight, leaving it all out on the field. So congrats. I don't know how many seniors we've got on the Tomball side of the ball, but everybody's playing tough over there. Our seniors are showing up and showing out on the Charger side of the ball. So Hudkins set to kick. Nice little boot there off to the left side. Number 14 trying to fumble. That was a big old hit. So number 14 fields it, but it's wet, and that was Applegate. Elijah Applegate just came in and leveled a monster hit. It looks like it's with the center of his chest, though.
24 is down.
24 is down, so that was Elijah Applegate. I got to tip my hat. Elijah Applegate came in there kamikaze and just leveled number 14, but it kind of looked like he led with his chest. So I don't know exactly. I think that likely is a stinger. Likely he's not breathing. It didn't look like it was in a spot where it'd be collarbone or anything like that. He came in and it was a good hit, man. That's what you look for in a return or a kickoff team. I mean, he let him have it, and I saw a thumbs up from Scott Morris. He's just kind of trying to get him to breathe. I do think he just knocked the wind out of him. So there he goes. Attaboy. All right. Coach John Hunt, also a CrossFitter, just picks up Applegate like he's a child and sets him down. But that was a That was a man hit, though. Elijah Applegate. I saw that. I feel that. And I know you do, too. You're like, hey, yeah, you feel it up there. I feel it down here. But that was a huge hit. And almost, if you got there a split second earlier, maybe got that ball, because it was a beautiful punt. Ball's wet, hard to field. Number 14 for the Warriors fielded it. Applegate with the big hit. Ball's at the 6-yard line, 1st and 10. Chargers defense goes to work here. Handoff to number 34. Bounces to the outside. Met by Glendon Wilson. Then shoved to the ground by Isaiah Miller. Glendon Wilson just playing salty defense. I'll use that term one more time, and then I'll slow down. But Glendon Wilson playing some nasty defense out there. And that was P.J. Robillard. Look at that. That dude. I don't know. They hand out the sledgehammers, I think. Maybe that's another team that I just saw do that. I see them carry the sledgehammer. I don't know who you're going to give it to in this game, but Peter John Robillard. My goodness, that fella came to play. Got a fire in his belly. Here we go. 2nd down, 2nd and 10. Looking for the pitch, fakes the pitch, back to pass. Throws a little screen pass. Dignan's there, but he's got him beat. Finds the left edge. So pretty good read there by number 9, Harrison. So that's a big pass play, moves the chains. 13-7, 5 minutes, a little under 5 minutes left to go. I did open the window in here so I could see a little bit better. Crowd noise make it a little bit intense, but cowbell, a lot of cowbell. Casey Haynes waving the angry towel. Other people shaking some noisemakers. Getting loud out there. Pass quick number 14. Wrapped up by Marciniak. Great play. Great coverage. Great tackle by Carter Marciniak, number 14. Still positive yardage, gained about 7. It's going to call that 2nd and 3 for the Warriors. The chant is defense from the poncho-wearing, blanket-covered, umbrella-toting audience. Pitch to 34. Tries to find that right edge. Could have been a hold there on Grant Dignan. The player blocking Grant Dignan. He was able to still kind of slow him down. I think it was Isaiah Miller got in there. Polished that one off. That is enough to move the chains. 3 minutes, 50 seconds left to go. Going to wind the clock. Stop the clock to move the chains, but now winding it so clock is counting down. 3:45 left to go. Ball's at the 41-yard line of the Warriors. They are marching. So far, a nice little screen pass and then a handoff to 34. Offense is moving. Chargers fans are loud. 9 back to pass. Oh, pass was a little bit high, and Caden Jordan was there. He was close to making that interception. Definitely got a hand on it, but that's all right. I'll take that. I'll take that incompletion. 3 minutes, 23 seconds left to go. Clock stops on that incomplete pass. Marciniak talking to the crew, giving them the play. We got a single wide out left and a single wide out right. Takes the pitch, puts back the pass. Oh, yet again. So that was Lucas Meyer on the coverage at pass intended for number 29. Gets through his hands and gets into the hands of Marciniak, but not able to bring it in. The ball is slippery. Rain's maybe picking up just a little. It's definitely steady. I've definitely seen the number of ponchos increase as the game has worn on. Some fans electing to stand, probably because they don't want to sit on the wet bleachers, but also because they're excited. So here we go. Fans are getting loud, bringing it, bringing the noise, bringing the energy. Back to pass, number 9, trying to find his receiver. There was that had to be a hold on P.J. Robillard. P.J. Robillard laid a big hit on the quarterback, but again, the quarterback is able to deliver a strike, even though he's getting hit. So got to tip the hat again to number 9, Drew Harrison. Tough kid, man. What a tough quarterback. Because that was a hit by P.J. Robillard. Positive yardage. Hey, this is a big play right here, folks. 4th down. 4th and 3. And not that this is necessarily the game, because anything can happen, but you get a stop here, a turnover on downs. It's going to be pretty tough to come back if you're Tomball. So timeout. Likely a timeout. Tomball? Timeout, Tomball. So my goodness, this game does not disappoint. All right. I see you, McFarland family, chiming in on the chat. Tomball Warriors. Heck of a game. This play, as big as they get. 4th and 3. Chargers need a stop. Tomball needs to gain at least 3. Keep this drive going. I'll brag on the cheerleaders again, just because I'm a cheer dad, and because this is the largest cheer squad we've ever had for the Chargers. Lots of seniors. Of course, one of them is my own. But they are loud. Even some of the we've been in stadiums like in Ozark, Missouri, where it's like basically a sound booth up in the press box. Can't hear anything. You could still hear our cheerleaders. They were loud, and they're loud tonight, and they're getting the fans going. And the fans are excited. I'm going to lean out the window a little bit so you can hear this noise just a little bit louder. Fans are on their feet for both teams. Big 4th down. We got trips left. We got a single wide out right. 2 guys go in motion. What are we doing here? 2 guys actually run to get set. They're not actually in motion. Okay. Here we go. Fake the handoff. Drop back to pass. Coverage is there. Pass is complete. Pass is complete to number 28. That will move the chains. So that was number 28. Wait for it, and I'll tell you who that is. Get my phone to work. 28, Cameron Frank with a big reception. Big play there. So 1st and 10 now from the 43-yard line. 2 minutes, 17 seconds. He was able to get out of bounds after making the catch. We got trips left. We got number 18 going in motion. Fake the handoff. Fake the handoff because Carson Williams was in the backfield ready to make that sack. But Harrison makes a heads-up play. Quick pass out to the kind of the left flat there, close to it. Need a 5 on the play, 2nd and 5, but the clock is ticking, so minute 52. Trying to get something off the field, can't tell what that was. Handoff to number 34. He is met by a couple of Chargers. Chargers saying, I don't think so, son. Gain of, call that no gain. Potentially gain of 1. Call it 3rd and, I think it's still 3rd and 5. I think they moved it back now. 3rd and 5. So 3rd and 5, big 3rd down here. We got trips right, single wide out to the left. Number 18 goes in motion. Fake the handoff. Harrison back to pass. Looks over the middle. Oh, that's intercepted by Isaiah Miller. Isaiah Miller, the big dog. Oh my goodness. Isaiah Miller, number 60, senior. That guy is a monster. He has had a couple of fantastic games, fantastic season, fantastic career. That guy is a hoss. He is a hoss. Now, may get a sideline penalty on that. I think we had a couple guys running onto the field. I'm almost positive that's what that's going to be. Still Chargers ball, but I think it's going to be a sideline penalty. Indeed it is. So sideline penalty gonna march him back a little bit, but that's all right. We'll take that. We got the ball. Minute 3 left. Now, what I don't have handy is number of timeouts. Number of timeouts that Tomball has. Okay. So yeah, now we do. So Levi Kemp, shout out to Levi Kemp. He's a one-man crew. I'm just the guy on the microphone that won't shut up. He's the guy working all the magic and technicalities. So yeah, he did inform me. 1 timeout left for Tomball. So they will be able to stop the clock once. That should not be enough, though. We should be able to take a knee. So they will call a timeout here. Isaiah Miller. So that was Jeff Edom yelling, Isaiah! Yelling it out. So you probably heard it, but I wanted to just let you know who that was for. That was for Isaiah Miller. Hey, Isaiah Miller family. Chargers Nation loves you. Man, you represent Chargers well. You show the heart of the Chargers every time you play, and just love that family. And man, just so proud of each of these seniors. This year was a year full of adversity. This was not the year we had all kind of planned on and hoped for in terms of record. We returned a lot of seniors and had there's a lot of firepower on offense, but man, decimated with injuries. We had maybe one game with all of our guys healthy. We were always missing key pieces. But the boys kept fighting, and they kept going, and they ended up in the top 4, which was in question for a while. We didn't know if we'd make it to the top 4. We didn't know if we'd make it to Division I for this tournament, but we did. And then we played a heck of a game versus Noah Jaguars, came up just a little bit short. But now, about to put the finishing touches on this game. Going to let the clock run out here. Just need to kneel it a couple more times. And we actually have to get you have to run a play? No. I'm trying to read the play clock. Should just be able to kneel it one more time. And that'll do it. And so again, want to call out these seniors: Ben Langford, number 5, Joshua Hudkins, number 10, Carter Marciniak, number 11, Jacob McKenzie, number 12. And that's going to do it, folks. Your Lighthouse Christian Chargers come out on top. Winners of the 3rd place game, Division I NHFA Championships, Panama City, Florida. Proud of you boys. Made the most of this season. Played the hand that was dealt us, and it wasn't always favorable, but came out on top. Could not be more proud. Let me continue marching through the list of seniors. 12, Jacob McKenzie. 15, Caden Jordan. 16, Diggy, Grant Dignan. 17, Glendon Wilson. Heck of a game today. Glendon Wilson came up huge. And number 18, Lucas Meyer, man, doing it on both sides of the ball. I know several guys do. But Lucas Meyer played an incredible game at safety today. And then, of course, ran the offense as quarterback. Number 21, Jonathan Porter. Missed you, bud. Hey, this was a rough season for Jonathan Porter. Had to sit out a lot because of Mitchell rules, and then tore his ACL in the Noah game. But when he was out there, he was electric, he was dynamic, and we missed him. We could have used him in the game on Thursday night for sure. So love you, Johnny, and bummed that you didn't get to finish out on the field. But yeah, I know you were cheering hard on the sidelines. Love you, Porter family. Number 45, Travis Davis. Man, that guy's tough-nosed, getting nasty out there on defense and really just causing problems. Travis Davis is a problem when you're trying to block him, and I love it. Number 55, Brian Morris. Number 57, Gabe Morris. Number 58, PJ Robillard. PJ, man, just making the most of your final game, dude. You got to go out just feeling on top, knowing that you played that kind of game in this kind of environment to win on your final journey. And so PJ, heck of a game, man. We got next up on our senior roster, number 60, Isaiah Miller, making it happen. Isaiah with the interception to put the game on ice, to just put it to bed. If he was Steph Curry out there, he'd be making that night motion, saying it's time to go to sleep. Game is over. But Isaiah Miller, man, crushing it. Awesome game. Carson Williams. Carson is a beast of a man, and We would not be the same, will not be the same without him. He had a heck of a season. Good job, Carson Williams. 73, Corey House. And that's it for the seniors on the football side. And hey, while we're all just hanging out, we're hanging out waiting. The teams are gathered up. They're praying. They're sharing kudos and compliments to the other side, which I absolutely love to see and hear. I'm just going to call out those senior cheerleaders one more time. Why not? And also, I didn't get to announce this over the PA, but the cheer squad, coached by Brittany Curry, my wife, and Felicia Smidley, and Tessa Ray, and Crystal Bruner. And then our senior cheerleaders, Macy Meyer, Sage Bassett, Peyton Hilburn, Olivia Hogan, Olivia Evans, Carly Fisher, Gracie Patterson, Evelyn Curry, Elise Wallace, Elizabeth Patterson, Abby Jones, and of course, shout out to the coaching staff for the Chargers, right? We have an amazing coaching staff. We got Larry Wilson, David Vestal, Cody Street. Cody Street, a heck of a player, of course, older brother of Caleb Street. And Caleb, we missed you tonight, buddy. Caleb Street, really dynamic offensive player for the Chargers. Had a concussion, suffered a concussion in the Noah game on Thursday, was not able to play. But Cody Street developing as a heck of a coach as well. Scott Morris, of course, coach, but does so much more than that. Brian Miller, dad of Isaiah Miller. Noah Miller, no relation, brother from another mother, but Noah Miller, fantastic Chargers player. I got to coach him on the basketball side. Love Noah Miller. He's developing as a great coach as well. Gary Locke, John Hunt, just the great work on the defensive side of the ball. John Hunt played at Evangel back in the day. Chris Allison, doing a little bit of everything for the Chargers, coaching basketball, helping with Chargers finances, coaching football, and then your head coach, the Big Daddy, former Florida State Seminole, All-American, former Kansas City Chief, Brett Williams. And, hey, he just does a good job, man. He does a good job of teaching football and how to play football the right way. He does a good job encouraging these boys and helping them become men. And we've had several games we talked about last during the Noah game. We had several come-from-behind victories. The record-setting come-from-behind victory versus Ash Grove. That was at Central High School, Curry Sports Complex. Not named after me, although I will admit I've taken credit for owning that stadium a few times, and some people have believed me, but it's not actually my stadium. And we came back to win that, down 24-0 at the half. We came back and won it, and that was the night we recognized Coach Bob the Legend Chambers, and just a really special night. It was one of those nights where we were like, man, did we get too emotional by, talking about Coach Bob and doing this tribute? Because we came out flat, but had a monster comeback and ended up winning that game 27-24 when it was all said and done. And just a heck of a game. And while we're on the subject of Coach Bob the Legend, I love calling him that. I loved announcing over the PA, Bob the Legend Chambers. And he lived up to it. He certainly did. He was a great coach. We had a memorial service for him, kind of a celebration of his life as a Chargers football squad and Chargers football family last night on the beach. So they're sharing some kudos out there. But gathered up after worship, did a devotion on the beach. Noah Miller led us in some worship. And then we did a special ceremony that Peter Robillard, PJ's dad, led us through, and had several people share some touching memories, some funny stories, talk about just what Coach Bob meant to them. And several players talked about the fact that they would not be the men they are without Coach Bob. Some said they would not be here if it was not for Coach Bob. Some coaches said they would not be part of the Chargers program if it were not for Coach Bob. And so, Coach Bob, we miss you. We love you. And Chargers organization, and we'll forever be blessed because of your contribution and because of your commitment and love for these boys, and most of all, because of your love for Jesus. And so, miss you, Coach Bob. Also my father-in-law, so miss him from that perspective as well. But love the tribute that we did on the beach last night. Let a lantern go. I was partially in charge of that lantern. Felt like it was about to blow into the resort and catch it on fire. Thankfully, the winds changed. The Lord showed favor on the lantern, and it peacefully blew out to sea. It was a beautiful, beautiful thing. So there we go. Chargers come out on top again. Just a heck of a game, man. Just one for the ages, like we'd hoped, like we'd expected, between Tomball and the Chargers. Tomball and Tomball v. Lighthouse. You know that's one that it's worth the money, man. Whatever you need to pay, whatever you need to do to get to that game, you need to get there. So boys going to be lining up to sing the Charger song one last time for the seniors. And so this will be pretty special. I'm going to hang out the window here in the press box, try not to fall, and let you guys hear this, hopefully just a little bit better. So we got Diggy, Grand Digna number 16, leading the charge. Lucas Meyer, Jacob McKenzie. Here we go. That was a live love on 3. After that, Jacob McKenzie kind of takes a knee. They're on the track, a little emotional. He shared last night, testimony of the work that Bob Chambers had done in his life. And I know just emotional because the season's over, career's over, but that kid's a scrapper. Love that kid, love the whole fam. Jacob's Noah Miller's younger brother. Heck of a family. So everybody's celebrating, everybody excited now. Chargers, they don't leave. After games are over, we loiter. If we're doing anything illegal, we get arrested. We hang out. So I'm sure everybody's going to hang out a little bit longer here, celebrate the victory just a little bit. But I want to thank you. First of all, thank you to all the coaches, all the volunteers. Maria Applegate doesn't get enough recognition on this microphone, but she does so much on game day, kind of coordinating, pulling things together. Love you, Applegate family. The Haynes family kind of helping us with the Chargers board, which, by the way, now's a good time to start donating to the Chargers boosters. We are raising funds. We're trying to build that sports complex. It's going to happen, but we need you to make a donation. We're still in the $150,000 matching challenge, and we're ways into that. I don't remember the latest number for the 75,000 or 100,000, but we're ways into that initial matching challenge. But let's keep it going. So donate to that. Casey and Rhonda Haynes will help make that happen. And Carl Fisher, got to give love to Carl Fisher. He's the man with the pimped out go-kart or golf cart, I should say, and also pulls the Chargers trailer. So thank you, Carl. And Jenna, of course, is the cheer director. Jenna Fisher, his wife. And so thank you, Jenna. And so many other people. Couldn't mention everybody. Wouldn't have the time. But thank you to everyone that makes Chargers football possible. And with that, that's a wrap on the 2022 season. I'm Brett Curry, voice of the Chargers. With that, good night and God bless.